in that year, 96, 97 year, the Empire was doing the hockey games, and I got to do some of the radio games that year, so I felt like I was a part of that team a little bit. One of 3 Calder Cup championships that I got to cover here, 3 of the 6. So, and guys like Dane Jackson, he was a great captain. That team struggled that year early on, and there was this great December uprising. John Tortorella, he was coming in and coaching, and things were tough for this team, and they turned it around quickly, and they blew through the playoffs that year until they got into the 7-game series with Portland. So it's really great to go in with Dane, first of all, and just to be honored, for just doing your job. It's really pretty nice.
What's the feeling like, now that you're retired and all these Hall of Fames come calling? It's got to be overwhelming.
It is a little overwhelming, guys. There's no question about it. But the thing is, in our business, it's a little awkward because you are just doing your job. If you go in as a contributor because you've contributed something to the franchise, that's great. But it takes a whole lot of people in television to do the job the right way. And the only thing I ever asked of the guys that worked in my department was to not treat the Amherst or any of our local teams as minor league or the city as minor league. And that was what was most important to me, because I don't think of us as a minor league city. And the other thing is that tonight I want to have and will have the guys, all the photographers and producers and reporters that worked at Channel 10 in our department on the ice with me, because without those guys, none of this, this night certainly would not happen, and our coverage would not have been what it was.
Talking about those Calder Cups too, I remember coming to town and people saying that's Major League. Celebrating a Calder Cup in this town is Major League, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, we all did specials after the Calder Cup championships. We had parades downtown. I remember, the year with Mike Keenan, and it was such a long time in between Calder Cups, between Joe Crozier's years and Mike Keenan's years. That was such a huge thing, and that rally at City Hall is something I'll never forget. It was packed. I mean, it was just, there were thousands of people down there. And then again with Boxy in '87, and then with Tortorella's team, I mean, this is a good hockey town. And when you think about the players that Rochester has been able to see come through here on both benches, to think that you can watch these guys on their way up, that's a quality of life issue here in Rochester that I hope people will always remember and support this team, because it's important, and it's a great thing to have a franchise like the Rochester Americans here.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks, Paul.